We now move forward in our story to an event in the life of Abraham's grandson, Jacob. God was keeping his promise to create a great nation from Abraham. Now his grandson is on the way to find a bride, and on the way he has a strange encounter that we will read about now.
Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. He came to a certain place and stayed there all night because the sun had set. He took one of the stones of the place and put it under his head and lay down in that place to sleep. He dreamed. Behold, a stairway set upon the earth, and its top reached to heaven. Behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. Behold, Yahweh stood above it and said, I am Yahweh, the God of Abraham your father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon you lie, to you will I give it, and to your seed. Your seed will be as the dust of the earth, and you will spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. In you and in your seed will all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you again into this land. For I will not leave you until I have done that which I have spoken of to you. Jacob awakened out of his sleep, and he said, Surely Yahweh is in this place, and I didn't know it. He was afraid and said, How dreadful is this place! This is none other than God's house, and this is the gate of heaven. Jacob rose up early in the morning, and took the stone that he had put under his head, and set it up for a pillar, and poured oil on its top. He called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of the city was Luz at the first. Jacob vowed a vow, saying, If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and clothing to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, and Yahweh will be my God, then this stone which I have set up for a pillar will be God's house. Of all that you will give me, I will surely give the tenth to you.
Since Adam and Eve, our first parents, fell into sin, there has been an unbridgeable gulf between a holy God and his now sinful creation. We saw back on day 4 with the Tower of Babel what happens when man tries to bridge that gulf with their own prideful efforts. Jacob himself has up to this point been guilty of manipulation and deceit to try and grasp the blessings of heaven by his own efforts. However, it is here, as he lies down to sleep, that Jacob is given a very different glimpse of the sort of, I'll get this right in a moment. Since Adam and Eve, our first parents, fell into sin, there has been an unbridgeable gulf between a holy God and his now sinful creation. We saw back on day 4 with the Tower of Babel what happens when man tries to bridge that gap by his own prideful efforts. Jacob himself has up to this point been guilty of manipulation and deceit to try and grasp the blessings of heaven by his own efforts. However, it is here, as Jacob lies down to sleep, that he gets a glimpse of a very different solution to the problem. Man can never hope to bridge that gap which his sin has caused between heaven and earth. Yet here, Jacob is given a dream of a ladder doing just that. A ladder that allows God's messengers to freely pass between heaven and earth. So what, or rather who, does this ladder represent? John chapter 1 verses 49 to 51 gives us the answer.
Nathanael answered him, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are King of Israel. Jesus answered him, Because I told you I saw you underneath the fig tree, do you believe? You will see greater things than these. He said to him, Most certainly I tell you, hereafter you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man.
The ladder is Christ. It is the work of Jesus as the only mediator between God and man that has provided a way for us to be saved. Let us turn away from our efforts to work for our own salvation and rest in the perfect work of Christ that he has completed for us.